Page of Cups reversed. Didn't you guys get this last time? Oh my goodness. Okay. Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Root of the situation. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of leading up. So we'll see. Okay, what is the recent past? Okay. King of Cups. We got a lot of people in here. The recent past may have been you were emotionally fine. And then all of a sudden, your current situation, you're like very emotionally immature. Something happened. Could be the loss of a mother figure with the Queen of Wands here. Especially if they were a fire sign. Because the root of the situation is we do have Ten of Pentacles reversed, which can unfortunately be the loss of a family member, loss of family identity, loss of protection regarding family, and a missing stable foundation, especially regarding family. Fatality usually. Okay, and it's a burden. In the near future, ooh, Magician. Don't worry. Okay, crowning the reading or something to take note of. Nope. All right, something to take note of. Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. All right, what is the outcome for Leos? Okay, got two cards. The Star reversed could be dealing with Aquarians. And Death reversed could be dealing with Scorpios. But this completely tells me not healing, not recovering. Especially if somebody has died. But we have like two no recovery cards. I'm not saying not forever, but if you're looking for information, this may say you just don't recover the information. Okay? And you're going to go on into the right path in the near future. Ultimate outcome, guys. Come on. Bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords. Think about that. I'm not sure why exactly. I feel like this is the case. Okay, we have Widow. Okay. So some of you, this is about the loss of a spouse or just somebody's a widow. So it could be just in a family member in general. But we have, end of a, relationship. So it could be a marriage. But it's due to death, especially since we have death here. And again, this could be an Aquarius because we have an air sign, but it can be anybody. I'm also seeing with the Magician here, husband dies first. So most likely, husband passes. Now, please don't get scared like your husband's going to pass, okay? You should be living every day to the fullest anyway with this person. So, if it's not meant for you, at least your husband or whomever you're with is going to have a grand old time, in the next month or so, okay? Yeah, okay. I'm going to need to get a clarifying deck. Oh yeah, I already cut and shuffled. Why is Page of Cups reversed here? Get a little bit of low self-esteem here with the Star reversed, but Four of Cups. So there's a little bit of shyness, and yeah, repressing emotions for sure with Page of Cups, and not being vulnerable, or yeah, you're repressing emotions. Yeah, pretty much all of these. King of Cups, you weren't. You were kind of okay, but we have repressing emotions. You could be dealing with a water sign too. With the star here, somebody feels like they're not having the identity they want. Okay? Like not being recognized. So, especially in a family matter, they're not being able to be seen. And they're disappointed. And again, I have unstable. So again, somebody doesn't feel established. Okay, why is the Queen of Wands here? I had 7 of Swords, but I'm not really sure if that wanted to come out or not. Ace of Swords. Okay, so somebody's having a really hard time communicating with somebody. It could be because somebody has passed or somebody never got to communicate something they wanted to say. And they feel like, I need to speak the truth, but they don't get to. If you're in a relationship where you're having trouble communicating, I feel like being vulnerable is going to work things out. Because there's just a new approach that needs to be taken in a relationship. And it may be being very straightforward. That's not what the majority of the reading's about, so that's just for a few people. But I feel like somebody just wants to know the truth. And the Queen of Wands, I'm just wondering if there's fidelity or lack thereof. Again, I have instability so much in the situation and the challenge. So sorry. But yet there's determination to get stability. And somebody just feels unstable. Somebody's striving for their place. Why is 10 of Pentacles reversed here as the root of the issue? Ooh, 9 of Swords in reverse. It may be somebody's darkest fear to not know this information, and they really want to get rid of that, obviously, with the 9 of Swords reversed. But maybe they're not willing to confront the secret, or they haven't been, or they weren't willing to confront an issue that they needed to communicate. And with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of our reading, at the bottom of our deck, I mean, it says that, she sees the trouble, she sees the sorrow, and she makes it short. So the Queen of Swords cuts it short, especially if she's a widow, as recompense, to make things as they were before the tragedy struck. Okay? So it's almost like you get to be King of Cups. You get to be emotionally balanced. I think somebody got into a fight with a family member, because we have 9 of Swords and Ace of Swords, and words were said, okay? And somebody is feeling guilty and ashamed, and they want to get out of it. And they're thinking, wow, I was just so stubborn. If I had only said this or that, okay? The thing is, when somebody has passed, in my personal experience, not that I know all things, because I definitely do not, it's like, it's a moot point. Okay, it's like, forgiveness, no forgiveness, blah, 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 it's moot. And it's almost like, forget about it. It doesn't matter, okay? It matters to us because we're still here, but it doesn't matter there. And so somebody feels like they didn't confront the situation, and it could have been somebody wanted to apologize and they didn't get the message and they feel bad. Okay, they didn't see something. Hey, Fluff. Also, somebody may feel bad because they got an inheritance from a family member, even though they had said mean things. Fluff, cut it out. All right, let's see. Why is the King of Cups here? Ooh. It was 8 of Cups upright. So this is saying to kind of emotionally, you had moved on from this person. You withdrew emotionally. And normally King of Cups doesn't. Okay, normally he's emotionally open, but here it's upright. So it's like you really did still feel something. But it's like you kind of let go of the situation, because we have with King of Cups and Death reverse, it's saying somebody who's normally possessive of emotions let go of the emotions, and they definitely moved on with the emotions. They emotionally withdrew, and they feel like that was not the right choice after having this person leave, most likely to death. So they felt a little too mellow. Now, if this is not you that left, I'm seeing that this other person could have left and it really influenced you. But then they passed on. I'm also seeing the person may have literally moved on spiritually. And so the King of Cups here is like moved on spiritually as well. So it's in the past. Like the person moved on, even if they never said anything. Okay. But then they also did move on through passing. Okay. Wow. In the near future, we have 5 of Cups. So yes, disappointed emotionally with a relationship, but also this is the grief, also shame again, okay, over somebody's passing. Because this tends to be funeral-like, and so can the 9 of Swords. Some of you may be upset that you didn't get to go to the funeral, or you didn't, just because. And somebody feels like, I could have gone, I could have done this, and I didn't. And I'm seeing, it's a moot point. It's not imperative, okay? This says, just don't wallow in it, really, with the Magician here. Don't wallow. It's actually like change your focus. Give it to God, let it go, be at ease, because it's done. It's over with. It doesn't matter anymore. And you have infinite possibilities in front of you, okay? And then again, if there was miscommunication with somebody before, or lack of it, I have like message received, okay? Because we have good communication. All right, so with your crowning reading or something to focus on, we have 9 of Cups in reverse. So we have emotional instability. Somebody felt like they weren't thinking of this other person enough, okay? But let's get a clarification. Why is the 9 of Cups reversed here? Some people could feel like they missed out on an inheritance or a dowry. 6 of Wands reversed. Wow, okay. Somebody feels like they waited too long. Somebody also feels like they were cheated out of an inheritance. So if you are disappointed that somebody didn't give you an inheritance, and it's most likely based on, some kind of ill will previously, I'm seeing that it's still not important. It's like, well, that's kind of what happens, but emotionally everything's okay. It's just they can't make their will after they've passed. I'm seeing somebody feels selfish. And like they were mistreated, or they were disloyal, and they were afraid to approach this idea or this person. And so they feel just disappointment, really. But I'm seeing if somebody felt like they weren't recognized or given enough attention in some way, whether it's in the will or in life, they felt like their abilities weren't noticed. Maybe they were close, but they just got disappointed emotionally with something not turning out well. And the Magician here says you do have the abilities, you just have to change your focus, or you may have to change somebody else's focus. Okay, when the outcome, why is the Star and Death here? So we have not being noticed, not moving on, not recovering. Sorry. Somebody may have felt like a coward for not doing something. Or like they could have stepped in. I'm seeing when you're inspired by something, by changing your focus, you'll be able to deliver your vision and influence people. However, you feel like you currently have no delivery of vision. Okay, sun reversed as well. Wow. Okay, so you can't see it, but there's a silver lining, okay? Whew. Again, I'm seeing this, whatever event this is, it was unanticipated. You thought you would have more time. And I'm seeing lost enthusiasm, lost hope. I mean, this is your outcome, okay, guys? So unless you change your focus and really get taking action and communicating, trying to influence people or whatever it might be you need to do. I mean, your challenge right now is the Ace of Swords. Your challenge is to be optimistic. And no fucking kidding, your outcome is super pessimistic. So the advice is be optimistic. I mean, like, get out there. Oh my goodness. Get some inspiration. You may have a creative block. I'm seeing work on that. Ooh, let's see what the bottom of the deck says. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm seeing an end to money troubles, especially with death in here. This may not come about until towards the end of April through mid-May. If you're worried about money, especially not getting money, I'm seeing you'll have an end to money troubles. And I feel like it's going to involve you like returning to where you came from, returning home in some way. All right, let's get some advice. What advice is there for Leos? Okay. Oh, the World. I thought that would show up at some point. Now it did. Okay. It says to have hope. I know it's coming up again, so you know, this is a graduation from sadness and disappointment. You're going to get others to buy in to your vision, the way you see things. You're going to get people on your side. You're going to influence them, so don't worry about it. Some of you, you're going to take a step up in your career, okay? I'm also seeing just graduating life. So I feel like whatever goal the star would have you do, which is having hope, exercising your choice and healing and being significant, recovering, this is saying that you'll reach that goal, or that's your advice, is to aim for that goal. Aim for hope. Aim for showing people your talents. Also, just realize that life is about constant transformation, constant renewal. You know, we live, we die, okay? It's just, there's more in life to experience. There's more in life to know. And when it's your time, it's your time. This is like saying seize your opportunities, seize your chances. Because you're very competent, okay? I feel like this is about lots of different things, like death and then work. Not sure why. All right, let's get some advice from the angel guidance messages. we have listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. And then the last one is play. Beloved one. Oh, wow, there's two that start like that, kind of, or have that in there. It's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy.